what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador. And I'm back with another Pod Book 3 Raising Kanan Season 3 Theory and Prediction video. And today, I bring to you all undeniable proof that young Tommy and Ghost are already here, and they've been softly introduced to us already through the narrative in the show. What we're gonna do today is compare young Tommy and Ghost to photos of both Omari Hardwick and Joseph Sikora, so you guys can see what I discovered by mistake while editing yesterday's videos that I dropped on the channel. By the way, those are bangers. You need to watch those. I'm dropping every day, right? I also have a theory on how the writers may bring all of this together and make it work, and this will likely include Lou and his new bar. And a theory within the theory. We're going to speculate on the fact that I believe that they will be aging both Tommy and Kanan up for the benefit of the show, and we're going to get into why they're going to do that. You will definitely want to watch this video until the end, because I'm going to be saying a lot of things that definitely make sense. This video is going to be another banger, so go ahead and like this video and subscribe to this channel so y'all can get this fire every day. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so first off, right? Kanan is not going to be 5 years older than Ghost and Tommy. We really have to think about, right, like TV. We got to think about TV and what's really going to make sense for the plot line of the show. What's going to be simple but make sense and is going to make things flow. Y'all got to understand that saying Kanan is 5 years older than Ghost and Tommy, that's cool, but then if we're gonna have young Tommy and Ghost on the show, now we gotta deal with Kanan being 16, 17 right now, and it's 1993 on the show right now. The end of OG Power, it was 1996. Ghost and Tommy had to have been 16, 17 at the time. They will not be 16, 17 at the time if they're only 11, 12 right now. Like, the math is just kind of gonna be off, especially because we don't know exactly what age they were. Also, we got to take into account that it's possible both Tommy and Ghost have gotten left back because of what's going on with the parents, right? So for all we know, they may have been older than 16 or 17 in high school. It's gonna make sense for them to up their ages to where they're only 2-3 years younger than Kanan at the max, because then there's more opportunities for them to be around each other and build that relationship. It's easier for the brotherly bond to be started, and then you'll have Breeze who will probably be 3 to 5 years older than Kanan, but they're gonna have Kanan, Tommy, and Ghost be 2-3 years apart instead of 5. That's going to happen. And another way to make this make sense for y'all is if y'all are familiar with Game of Thrones, right? Game of Thrones, Arya and everyone else who's part of the cast, they all were aged up for the show. But in the books where the show is created from, all of these kids are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old when all these things are happening, right? So picture Sansa being 12, 13, and then you have that crazy ass scene where, you know, she was about to be deflowered by a bunch of grapists, right? You couldn't put that on TV if they was the real age. But let's move on, right? Because that's not even the damnest evidence proving me right. You also have to pay attention to the details in the face of both Ghost and Tommy. Look at it. It's right here. Look at it. Look at it. First off, when we're talking about Ghost, okay? If you look at what I have here, right? Ghost, young Ghost and Omari Hardwick, they definitely have similar appearances. If you're looking at the picture I'm presenting right now, Look at the menacing look that they both have. Look at the menacing look. Look at the shape of the face. Look at the shape of the nose. Right? Look at the two lines under the nose going into the cheeks. Look at the forehead. Look at the skin color. Okay? Just look, it's right there. Look at the hairline. Look at the difference. Look at the size of the forehead. It's plain as day. Look at the menacing look in his face. It's plain to see that this is Ghost. And if not, they definitely want us to think it's Ghost. This is Ghost. You have to pay attention to the details in the face. And now, this would really make me make this video. Do you see this young white boy who we're assuming is young Tommy? And do you see a picture of Joseph Sikora when he had hair on his head? Look at the hairline. Look at the hairstyle. Look at the hairstyle. It's as if the creators of Power, they looked through Joseph Sikora's headshots, his younger pictures, and then they specifically picked this person. They specifically picked this person. And then not only that, they kind of trying to hide the eyes because the eyes would have been a dead giveaway. Right? But just look at the face. Look at the jawline. Look at the chin. Look at the nose. Look at the hair color. I'm not bugging. I have eyes just like the rest of y'all. This is undeniable proof. Undeniable proof that they look like each other. And here's another thing, right? Let's get to it. They both have had 2 or 3 subtle references each. Both of them. You got the first time they both were seen together. The first time either of them was shown on the show, they were together. Okay? Then you had the Tommy spray tag reference. And here's another thing, right? You see how, if you go back to that scene, you'll notice how high the Tommy is, right? If he's 5 years younger than Kanan, and Kanan is 16, 17 right now, then they would be 11, 12 right now, right? If you want to go by the 5-year thing. He would be too short to be able to tag that high, unless what is he gonna run, take the time out to get a chair, stand on the chair, and then do the tagging? They have to have bumped their ages up. But those were 2 different Tommy references. And then you have the solo scene with Ghost. So it's like they both had one scene together, and then they both had what you could say is solo scenes or references to them each. This is not a coincidence, people. This is not a coincidence, man. One person said in the comments yesterday, right, that there's no way it's Tommy because Tommy tagged up the block Rock has her business on, and the courier is a different white boy in a different area where that scene takes place, right? My response to that is, for one, both things can be true. He lives on Rock's block and was tagging up Rock's block, and he's a courier and rides his bike with Ghost to meet Kanan. And for 2, one white boy living in the hood, in Queens, in the 90s, during the crack era, is very rare. Very, very rare. Let alone 2 in the same proximity, and they're not on drugs, and they're not the police, right? Just living in the neighborhood, in the 90s, in Queens, during the crack era, right? Where it's very unsafe for white people, right? Right? They have that in Queens, but definitely not in the trenches. In the projects, you're not really gonna see that, right? He would probably, right? He's probably living in a home with a struggling young single mother. Like Kate Egan, perhaps. Okay? And there's a possible scenario where they can link Ghost dad, Tulu, and Kanan. And this, watch this, y'all. Right? The old woman who runs the bar, she could pass away or simply just retire. Right? Right? She can retire, leaving full ownership of the bar to Lulu. Now on a slow night, or on an adult music night, Lou meets Ghost Dad Curtis and befriends him at the bar. We all know Lou's gonna start drinking again. And it'll be very worse, right? Boom. But here's the thing. Curtis was known to be a drunk just like Lou, like I said. So what if Lou and Curtis are hanging out at the bar, getting wasted, and Kanan pops up on Lou for whatever reason, right? We know that Rock is the only person right now in Kanan's family that Kanan don't rock with, right? So if he needs to talk to Lou, or if he needs to request anything of Lou, if he needs Lou's help, he's pulling up, right? What if Lou and Curtis are hanging out in the bar, right? Getting wasted, Kanan pops up on Lou at the same time young Ghost is there trying to help his father home. This would be the perfect place for Kanan to run into young Ghost at the bar that Curtis eventually owns. This scene could take them many places, even if they hold it off until season 4, which likely will happen because Malcolm Mays, who plays Lou, is filming season 4 right now. So we know he makes it next season at least, okay? I'm telling y'all, man, look at the picture. Look at the data, okay? Look at the information I gave y'all. This is definitely young Tommy and Ghost. There is no more debate to have after this. Look at the face. Look at their faces for real, okay? They look like they could be relatives of Joseph Sikora and Omari Hardwick. Could be their children. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.